are back with another Church Nerds episode, man. And you know what it is. I got the crew on with me. We got Norman Heap, Dre Buford, Darrell Walls. Brian is actually getting ready to hop on soon. We are missing Brandon. We're going to get a Where's Brandon shirt as well because he's always on and off also. And where is Gabe? So it's just going to be some of us on here today. We got a really good episode, though. But before we start, we want you to make sure you subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify Podcasts, wherever you are, so you can take us with you wherever you go. But since it is football season, man, football started, man, college football hit it off with a bang. Shout out to the Buffs, Colorado, man. Deion Sanders came in and put on a show. They told y'all they was coming.
About music,
and they hear. Hey, play me my theme music. Play my theme music. Hey, shout out to the Buff Nation, man. They put on the show.
Blowouts yesterday.
Oh my God, Oregon, what 81 to like 0 or something?
Yeah,
like 7. Oklahoma was like 73 to 0. It was so bad the head coach for the other team was crying.
It
was that bad.
And don't forget, Ohio State struggled too. They had no passing touchdowns.
Hey man,
they got a lot to figure out. Ryan Day out of there.
We did not figure out. It was not good yesterday. But for some reason, it's always Indiana that we always that first game we struggle with them. Yeah. Indiana is always them. But Michigan, they were out their head coach as well. He's suspended for 7 games.
Tribute to Harbaugh, free Harbaugh. Free Harbaugh.
Well, yeah, but at least Ohio State. I mean, at least Indiana didn't get as bad as what's her name? Alabama beat the other team.
To be honest,
they beat them terribly.
The Indiana Hoosiers, they're not a bad team.
They're not.
I think they just lack good recruiting. They got good coaching. Like the players be decent, but they don't have that it factor.
It's all about the coaching. If you look at the Colorado game. All coaching. Mm-hmm. I saw one analyst. He was breaking down this one play. Both teams ran the exact same play. It was the play that Hunter got the interception on.
Yeah.
So they show where Colorado ran the exact same play, going the other way, but their players played defense correctly. They got the pick. Where TCU, they choked.
And here's the other thing too with TCU, man. The analysts they after the game. They kept talking about, this is the different team from TCU last year in the championship game. Different players, they lost everybody. No, I don't care. It's a Power 5 school. Know how to coach y'all players. Y'all did the same recruiting like y'all did before.
They lost 3 starters.
They lost the whole defense. Apparently, that's what they kept talking. They lost the whole defense.
Offensively, they just lost Duggan, a receiver, and I think a lineman. That was it. Everybody else was
excuse.
there.
No excuse.
It's TCU. They don't got no excuses, just like any other Pac-12 team. But I mean, they got their butt to it, man, fair and square.
I guess here's a general question.
At home,
is it too early to believe in the hype of?
It is. I agree.
We'll see because they play an old school rival next week, Nebraska, for Colorado. So we'll see if they can win at least 2 or 3 more games, then the hype is real.
This is what I said. I said if they win 5 out of their first 6 games, they are considered a dangerous team in championship bound, possibly.
Right.
So I mean, because they're not gonna win all 6. They got Oregon and USC, I believe, back to back, right?
Yeah, USC. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
If they go 5-1 for the first 6 games, I am definitely putting them up there and possibly
with the hype.
Yeah, at the end of the year, for sure. Because man, what's his son name? His first name? I can't remember. Shedeur.
Yeah,
that he got his accuracy is crazy.
Oh my God, he was 80% yesterday, bro.
He looked like the real thing. I mean, everybody talking about he played for HBCU last year. Mm-hmm. I mean, he killed this. He killed this squad.
But my thing is, what I loved about him was saying that how much he said my dad been a winner. If y'all watch his press conference, he said, my dad been a winner. He said, I can't believe y'all didn't believe what he said. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen what he proves what he say, you know? But what I love about it, he was like, some of these guys been doing this forever. We was just at an HBCU. He said, y'all get into the big Power 5 stuff all the time, but we got talent down here in the black colleges, man.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they just don't get TV time like that, man. Like them boys be battling at HBCU colleges.
They do,
and it don't be blowouts. It be close games.
It be close games.
They
just need an opportunity.
The big difference to me when it comes to HBCUs and some of these other schools is going to be in your linemen.
Yeah.
The big swole linemen don't go to the HBCUs.
They don't.
Right.
So that's where you're going to find the big difference is up front. So, but when it comes to that skills positions, I probably half the talent is definitely together.
They got it.
The only downfall I see of the Colorado Buffaloes is Shedeur getting injured.
Oh, right.
I mean, they can last if Hunter gets injured. God forbid any one of them get injured. But if Shedeur gets injured, it's
a wrap. It's definitely a wrap. But
they gotta protect. They gotta protect the heck out of him.
They do. They did pretty good yesterday too. The O-line, they definitely did solid. But Shedeur, what's good about him growing up as Deion's son, he has access to a lot of those pro athlete quarterbacks. I mean, he trained with Tom Brady a lot. So he was getting mentored by Tom a lot of times in the offseason. So, he had if you got that, you literally have the GOAT at your disposal, man. Use him.
I can say he had a perfect game yesterday, but the only flaw I can see in him and would possibly bite him in his butt is him being scared to run that ball.
Oh, right.
He has to take one for the team because he gonna be in situations where the field is open. I mean, all his receivers is fast, so they gonna play coverages, cover 4 coverages pretty much the whole game. I mean, because literally every receiver is athletic, but if he sees an opening, he cannot sit there and just think about running. He has to run.
He's got to run. He's got to take it.
That's going to be the make or break for these games, man. Because you don't see Caleb Williams hesitate.
No, he running. He running.
He looked great. He looked great yesterday.
Oh, Caleb Williams? Oh, my God. That's why he was the Heisman, bro. Like, he
looked great.
And most Heismans go on to the NFL. He stayed back, so he has a chance to win back-to-back.
I said this last year. Caleb Williams was the only quarterback NFL ready last year, but he didn't go to the league. He was the only NFL ready quarterback. I'm sorry. Like, you got Stroud, you got Bryce. To me personally, I don't feel like they NFL ready.
Right.
I just don't. It's gonna show. They're gonna struggle their first couple of years.
And there were a lot of new quarterbacks, first-time quarterbacks in college yesterday. I think Alabama has a new quarterback. Georgia, they trying to make a 3-peat, but they got a new quarterback.
The mailman not there no more? I thought he was coming back.
What's his name? Benton? No, he gone, bro. He gone.
Yeah, they not gonna win nothing no time soon.
North Carolina had a big win against South Carolina. That Drake May, that boy's a stud.
LSU and Florida State playing right now.
Yeah, they are. They scored 2 touchdowns within like the first 6 minutes, I think, between each other. So it's a hard ball. So, but
this is a great season.
It's gonna be a good season, man. College is excited, man. But we can ready. But next week, NFL, baby. The great, glorious National Football League.
Thursday
night.
Some of your I'm saying. I don't think anybody here. Anybody Lions fan? No, right?
No.
I mean, I'm a Lions observer.
Yeah, exactly what Norm said. That's a great way to put it.
I was observing
Lions observer.
You be hesitant to say a fan because
I'm not.
As soon as I say a fan, they start losing. It's almost like the universe hears. Oh, really?
You got to stick with your team, win or lose, man. That's why.
No, you don't.
I pay taxes.
I don't gotta be lifetime membership. I don't care.
You keep on hanging on. You keep on hanging on to that.
We've had a lot of heartbreaks. We've had a lot of heartbreaks in Chicago, bro. A lot of heartbreaks.
You go ahead and hang on to that beat up bear. You go ahead. More power to you. If you want to keep getting let down, because I'm gonna tell you now, y'all ain't doing nothing this year.
We didn't been through head coaches. We didn't been through
the Lions ain't doing nothing either.
We didn't been through wasted money.
This division is wide open. I'm telling y'all,
it's wide open. It's definitely wide open.
The division may be wide open, but whoever make it to the playoffs, they out of there in the first round. I guarantee you, I put money on that.
He got a point there. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's just, let's just be honest. Our division is cursed, man. I don't know who did it in Wiffle, but that was a powerful witch.
What?
Our division is terrible, bro.
Compared to all the other divisions,
because the Vikings in our division, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Look at what they had. They had almost a dynasty season and went in the first round, bro. That you can't tell me that isn't a curse.
Well, I mean, you know they say the NFL is scripted anyway. You know that. There's a bunch of actors back there planning the whole season.
Planning the whole season. The replacements, man.
That's why I like college football better.
Yeah, man. Hey, there's something about college, bro. Just the atmosphere of it.
But NIL is killing it.
Oh yeah, all these
kids don't play with resilience anymore. They like, I don't care. That's why Alabama ain't gonna win nothing for a minute, because them players they already getting NIL deals coming in.
Do you think Colorado have an edge? Because Deion hates the NIL. You think because his players play with more passion, really? Or what?
I think they play for Deion. It's a difference. Like, they play for their coach. Alabama doesn't play for Saban. They play with Saban. Because I wouldn't play for Saban. I just,
right.
He just don't have I don't like his attitude. The players at Michigan, they play for Harbaugh because they love Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure it's the same way with Ryan Day at Ohio State. I mean, but the thing about it is, I heard a lot of, I don't defend Ohio State in any way, shape, or form, but I heard a lot of rah-rah about Ryan Day counting his days. And you can't really put a lot on the coach. Like, these 5-star, 4-star recruits that they recruit all year around, I mean, these guys study the playbook just like the coach do.
Yeah,
they in these study halls, play by play, every play, day in and day out. They practicing on the field, day in and day out. I feel like it's a confidence thing. Like,
Dre, you know what's crazy? Yes, the before we get into our thing, you know what's crazy is Colorado, that first interception by number 43. He's the only original player from last year to stay. Everybody else left
because he believed. He believed we about to get a black coach.
He's at bet, and it's Deion Sanders too.
I mean, because they and he's going to get more TV time. He's a smart kid. Like, they had an interview with him before the season. I forgot his name. But he's like, this is an opportunity. This is you don't take this lightly. You play hard. You show Coach Sanders what you can do, and he gonna play you or he not. And he got connections.
He does. I was laughing. I was watching the behind the scenes. I was watching behind the scenes with Deion's oldest son, who does the media for them.
Yeah.
After he got the interception, all the players got like, "White chocolate, white chocolate." You can tell, but he definitely had like a different swagger to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like,
he'll potentially get a safety. He'll be a safety in the NFL.
Come on, man.
You know, corners don't come.
Colorado didn't have enough money to pay Sanders. What coach do you know? I'm sorry. I know this ain't the topic, but what coach do you know is literally going to single-handedly rebuilt a team off his own blood, sweat, and tears and pocketbook. He was funding Jackson State.
But not too many coaches got the pocket like Deion Sanders, though.
That's true.
I understand that, but you could just tell
But usually when you bring in a new head coach, they tell him, all right, you can hire who you want to hire, you can bring in who you want to bring in. Deion was like, and he pretty much did the same thing that a lot of these white coaches do. All right, I want who I want. Y'all can get out. I'm bringing in who I want to bring in. But also there's a difference between not only the players believing, but you got literally the entire athletic program believing.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt, but we actually have a special guest with us today. We scoured the heritages and the highways,
my Lord,
for this man, and the Lord has blessed Pastor B to return to us.
Woo!
Surprised he still ain't got the robe on, man.
Hey, Brian, to catch you up on a conversation, we talking about prime time.
Oh my God.
We talking about prime time in Colorado.
Okay. Did you, Brian? Did you get a chance to see that game yesterday?
Hey,
Brian, you don't like college, do you?
I did. I won't say I don't like it. I will say that I'm not the most astute college football connoisseur. However, I did not see the Colorado game, but I've been following some chatter, from y'all's college football arena. So I'll be a decent connoisseur in this discussion.
GPT chat.
If I could just figure out all of my screens right now. Well,
okay.
I wasn't gonna do that for this one, but just give me a second to figure out my screen.
That's hilarious.
Oh my, that is hilarious.
Y'all caught me off guard on this conversation right here because I wasn't prepared.
Well, this is not actually the conversation. We were just talking about college, the first day of college football.
It was a recap.
It was just a recap, But we actually got like a versus today, a quick versus for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Since it's football season, the most wonderful time of the year.
Yes.
The most wonderful time of the year.
Wonderful time of the year. I know Jackie Baldwin thinks that Christmas is the most wonderful time
Christmas,
of the year.
no. Everybody knows that
football
is the most wonderful time.
Christmas is pagan.
Well, that's another episode.
That is another episode. Respectfully.
Respectfully.
But Deacon Norm, man,
yes, sir.
You got a versus for us
I do.
Tonight. Who's our first battle tonight?
Well,
what we doing?
It's football season, and we realize, football is a little different than basketball, because football, we all realize, unless you're just a diehard Bears fan, sometimes your team is good, sometimes your team is trash, and like the Lions, who's been trash for the last 40 years.
The Bears had two good seasons.
If you're a Bears, well, if you're a Bears fan, we all can't be great, and I apologize for you in advance.
Y'all gonna fuck this year. Green Bay is gonna be horrible.
I forgot we're in the presence of a Green Bay fan.
Oh yes, good old
Green Bay fans might be the worst fan base ever, bro. Yeah. They are them in the Cowboy Nation.
We can be the worst, but we own the Bears.
But you gotta respect. You gotta respect the team that call themselves cheeseheads and be proud of this thing. You gotta respect. You gotta respect the team that put a big block of cheese on their head and be walking around town like everything's great. So, all right.
And
so
take their shirts off in sub-zero weather.
Yeah, that's
they do that in Chicago too. Unfortunately,
that is a small subset of.
Yeah.
We are not all the same. We are not the same. Respectfully.
They're not
respectfully.
All right. You ready?
Go ahead, Norm. What you got for us?
So one of them we were going to do, but we kind of debated it already, which was the NFL versus the college football. We kind of had that discussion already, so we'll hop over that one, and we'll bring up the next one to the front of the classroom real quick. So, classic debate in football: offense versus defense.
Well,
Which wins
man.
championship?
It
Is
should
it
be-
offense or is it defense?
Oh my goodness.
Classic debate. We're gonna chop it up right here. It's the church nerds. We're gonna chop it up. I'm starting off with Pastor B because he came last. So the last shall be first. Pastor B, offense or defense? What you got?
It's an easy one for me.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
I think. Well, first of all, since I tend to be a pretty temperate individual. I'm a team player. You need them all to win the game. Everybody got to do their job. First of all, that's my politically correct answer. Now, if I had to choose one, I'm gonna have to go with the O-line.
So offense.
Offense. Yes. Sorry, offense.
This man said a department.
Right.
Well,
I'm
I
glad you
mean that.
called it a department though. Like
The whole department got to do their job. Yeah, because I mean, as great as the defense is and has to be, somebody got to put some points up on the field, up on the scoreboard, and unless it's some turnovers and some, somebody got to put some points up, and usually that's the offensive line. So I'm gonna go with the offensive line.
Okay, Pastor Brian goes to offense. Dre, what you got? Offense,
Defense.
Defense.
Defense all day. That's a traditional answer.
Yeah.
Mike Dicker, John Madden,
Oh man.
Collinsworth. Come on, man.
Bill Parcells.
Joe Buck.
Mm.
They all agree on this. Defense
And that-
wins championship.
Okay. I'll give you that. But I don't have to agree.
All right.
It's easy to win if the other team don't score. I guess that's a.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Darrell, what you got, man?
ask the Minnesota Vikings last year
Man.
which side of the ball matters. Their offense was killing,
Mm-hmm.
but they had no defense. And where did they end up? Sitting at home on the couch with everybody else.
They went fishing.
They
went
went fishing, as they say. There's a reason this saying goes: defense wins championships. No team is going to win or get that far without being able to stop the other team.
Right.
I mean, if both teams scoring 70 points, I mean, that.
But answer the question: does the team win with just defense?
Yeah, defense can score.
Hey,
You ever
look at the-
have you ever?
What was the Ravens team?
Just defense alone, the team wins.
What was that Ravens team a couple years ago? Not a couple years ago, but
The Super
when
Bowl
did the
team.
Ravens win the Super Bowl?
Don't forget about special teams.
Yeah,
Brian.
when they had
Okay, I give you that. I give you that. I
Ed
give you
Reed,
that. I give you
Ray
that.
Lewis, and all them.
I give you
Because
that.
yes, the defense can definitely win games. They even look at the Bears. The Bears defense has won plenty of games.
Plenty of games when the offense ain't done nothing.
Yep, there's plenty of games.
Mm. Okay. All
Low
right.
scoring games and one off an interception return for a touchdown.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah, I think the
That's
Ravens
it.
was 2001, by the way. So,
That was 2001, right? Yeah, I could not think of. I was thinking 2000, but yeah, 2001.
Didn't they
That
win the
was-
second
that-
one against San Francisco when Kaepernick was playing for San Francisco? Them
Yeah, but that
2013.
was-
2015?
13.
they had a little bit more offense that year. But I'm talking about in 2001. It was that defense that won that. That offense wasn't. I mean, it was decent, but I'm just saying. Even the Chiefs have a solid defense.
Mm-hmm.
As much as Mahomes does what he does, they have a
Right.
solid defense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Somebody got
That's
to
true.
protect them. I just don't. I don't know if I like that we just tossing the offense out the window.
We're not talking
We
offense.
not. It's a
It's cool. I
you know,
mean,
we know Brian didn't play both sides of the ball. he just play offense. That's a little stingy.
I mean, it's okay. All right,
I
so
don't care.
So Jay, is offense the best defense or is defense the best defense? Jay, what you got?
I was an offensive player. I was a running back.
Mhm.
But
he
I would not have the state championship ring if it was not for our defense.
He
Defense
brung got the glitter.
Oh my
I
goodness.
brought out the glitter. Listen, everybody that's watching, I would not have the state championship ring if it was not for our defense getting that final stop in our state championship game. It was our defense that literally got us to 14-0. We had some good offense, but each and every game our defense made big plays for us to win those games. And it's the saying is true. Defense definitely wins championships. So I'm going defense all day.
Well, I guess defense runs.
Unanimous.
Well, almost unanimous.
It's
except
not
for Brian.
unanimous.
Pastor B.
But to all the offensive players
3-1. That's unanimous to me.
That's not unanimous. You doing some American
No,
voting?
because no
counting over
American boy electoral.
there. There's some voter fraud out there.
Well, all right. I guess that's
Knocking down mailboxes.
No.
3-1.
His vote don't count. Throw his vote out. It's unanimous.
I'm sorry, Pastor B. You've been shut down by the
Indian
defense.
Electrics.
By the defense.
The
He
defense
was
is
shut
shut
down
Pastor.
by the defense.
He's been shut down by the defense. I apologize, Pastor B. But that's okay. We got another one. Maybe the next one will help you out a little bit better. Maybe
I'm
next
going to
one.
purposely make sure I'm on the other side of the table from these. Please continue.
All right, here we go. Let me just go ahead and wrap this one up here and see where we are with this. Who's next on the table? Give me 1 minute to do this one.
For those for our church nerds that played football, what position did y'all play?
Yeah, what position did y'all play?
I played D tackle, DN, and offensive tackle.
Okay. I played I was running back.
Cornerback and slot receiver.
Ooh, a slot? Okay.
Yeah, I played the tambourine. Honestly, I didn't play it personally.
He said the tambourine.
I wasn't on the field like that, unfortunately. I mean, what I did play when we played.
You was on the field, Norman, the battlefield fighting for the Lord.
Hey,
Lord.
boss, I mean, if whenever I guess when we played flag football, I played center. So
Okay, I got it.
Hey,
Pastor B, did you play football?
I did for a short stint. I was a receiver. Very short time in my life.
Let me tell you, center is the most important position
Huge.
on the offense.
Huge.
It's the most. Because
put
you
that ball
got
in the wrong spot.
man, it's over.
Mess
It's
everything up.
Hey,
For
I've
the
seen
play
some
to
of
get
the,
started.
yeah. Well, I mean, the way the offense reacts, that snap go like 20 yards back over the quarterback's head, or it. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
it's rough times.
There's so much pressure on there,
Bad
man.
stuff.
Yeah, I didn't play center for long, so.
All right, Norman, what's the next battle, man?
All right, next up, we're going to the quarterbacks.
Oof.
We got your boy number 18
Don't do
Manning.
it. Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
Norm.
you do
versus
Don't you do it.
It's
Don't
either,
do
it's
it.
either,
Joe Montana.
Oh! I thought he was going to do it.
I thought he was
wasn't
going to do it.
We going this way with it. Because if I was going to do it, we'd be here all night. We're not going to be here all night.
Yeah,
true.
we're not going to do
you wouldn't
that.
be here all night. That's
Ain't
an
no
easy answer.
Michael Jordan
That was an
LeBron
easy
James
answer.
conversation.
So,
Right.
who was
We
the
don't want
better
to go back to that
quarterback?
conversation.
Who was the better quarterback? Peyton Manning, Joe Montana. Darrell, who you got?
Ooh. This is hard.
Oof.
No, it ain't.
This is, I mean, for me, it's hard in my opinion. I mean, I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it the edge to Manning, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know. See, this is hard. I'm gonna have to. I think Manning has the edge here, overall. I mean, that's basically my answer. I don't know. This is tough.
Okay. Peyton Manning, tough decision. All right. Pastor B. Who you got, man?
I'm gonna be a true Hoosier today and side with Darrell and say Peyton Manning.
Wow.
I think I agree. It's kind of a toss up for me. But I say Peyton Manning I feel like he had a better play IQ when it came to reading the field, getting the ball out of his hands. So I'm gonna give it to Peyton Manning over.
Wow,
over Joe
another one over Joe Cool. I'm shocked. Wow.
Drea balanced the field for us.
Dre, what you got, man?
I'm gonna go with Joe. Joe played in a more difficult era.
That's true.
And Joe played less games and still managed to be one of the all-time greatest quarterbacks in passing yards. So that shows a lot of zeal he had. I'm not saying he had more than Peyton Manning, but I'm just saying Manning had a dad, a cheat code in the league. Joe didn't have a dad that he knew. Single family home. So he really was in the mud.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Listen. If we start comparing eras,
hey, Brian, it's my turn. It's my turn, Brian. You said let Andre balance it out. I'm just giving the facts.
So he's better because he had a worse family home.
I know. Go right back to the Jordan LeBron conversation.
So let me finish.
Right.
I'm gonna just go with Joe Montana because Joe Montana had that legendary pass. I'm saying it's you don't see too many of those from Peyton Manning. That one clip that's always being shown. It was like an automata, clip for the NFL for a minute. I'm just saying that man is a legend. So Joe Montana for me. I like Peyton Manning a lot, but
I mean, it's easy to be great when you got the best receiver of all time playing for you.
Don't ever disrespect Marvin Harrison like that. Just Marvin Harrison, Jesus, he
was a beast. Marvin was a beast. But are you saying Marvin is just as good as Jerry?
Two different eras. Marvin for his era was definitely top 3. Jerry was number 1, of course, for his era because it wasn't much of a competition.
He's number 1 just for his.
Jerry Rice is Jerry Rice, man. Come on, he's Jerry Rice. Come on. But Jerry Rice didn't catch that pass in the back of the end zone on that Super Bowl catch.
Right.
So let's not do that.
So here's the question: So
Joe made a play happen.
I'm sorry. Is it better? Is it more important to be the quarterback or the receiver?
You need them both.
The quarterback.
Everything falls back on the quarterback. Everybody knows that.
You have to throw that ball perfectly so that player can actually have a chance to go catch it.
Yep. But then the receiver got to catch it.
I mean,
because I didn't see some quarterbacks put the ball perfect.
Let me tell you this. I can live with the receiver. Well, not in today's because fantasy football wasn't a thing. Well, it wasn't the thing back in that era. Fantasy, let's be honest, in the last 10 years, fantasy has really gotten super popular. So for the sake of my fantasy team, I can't blame the quarterback for throwing a pass that the receiver can't catch because I need points from both of them. But the points are more with the receiver catching it. So I'm going to blame the receiver more so than the quarterback for not catching a thrown ball.
That's unfortunate.
From the quarterback. Because I don't get them points. And that might cost me the game.
Fair enough. All right, Jay, round us out, man. Who you got?
If there was no Joe Montana, there'd be no Peyton Manning.
What?
You gotta go with Cool Joe.
If there was Joe,
no. If there was no Archie Manning, there would be no Peyton Manning.
What I'm saying, Archie Manning was on a horrible team. First of all, okay, let's just clear that. He might be, but he was on a horrible team. Okay, everybody knows that. But what I'm saying is, I'm sure Peyton, he might have gotten lessons from his dad, but I'm sure he was watching clips of Joe Montana. Okay. So with this, I'm going with Joe Montana because, like my brother Andre said, he has one of the most famous passes in NFL history. The league back in the day was more ruthless with hitting quarterbacks and just period back then. And Joe was still out there dogging people. Okay. And yes, he did have the best receiver of all time on his team, you know, but Peyton had he had two other great receivers on his team, but I'm taking Joe. I'm taking Joe Montana. Easy.
And
I love Peyton. Don't get me wrong. Love Peyton Manning, but I'm going with Joe Montana.
Peyton Manning was taller than Joe Montana.
What?
What's that to do with anything?
Look at Peyton Manning's neck.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Look
And he
at
wore
Peyton Manning's
orange.
neck.
And he wore orange.
Look at Peyton Manning's neck, and then look at Joe Montana's. You tell me.
Well, that was after the injury of his neck.
So his neck got longer after the injury?
Yeah, that surgery do some amazing things. I don't know.
He had that neck when he came into the league from Tennessee. them
Joe,
Mannings got long necks.
I do give Joe some props because he was short for a quarterback.
Yeah. He was the Drew Brees we never had. And let me tell you something. Peyton Manning never left that pocket. Joe Montana did, though.
Oh.
He sacrificed his body for them passes to Jerry Rice.
You can tell by the pictures right now.
Yeah,
Peyton's all in the pocket. Yeah.
Look how hard he's struggling in the pocket.
Would you
Just
say
imagine
Joe?
if he ran outside the pocket? That boy he be
Hey,
gassed.
he got a couple rushing touchdowns.
In the red zone on the 1 yard line.
You talking about
don't really matter.
sneaks, quarterback sneaks? Them ain't no rushing. Them quarterback
No,
sneaks.
he got some he did a couple end arounds or whatever you want to call them.
If it wasn't more than 30 yards, then it don't matter.
Okay, no, it wasn't 30 yards. I mean, it may have been like 5, but
Yeah.
So,
Would y'all say Joe? Would y'all think Joe Montana was maybe one of the first dual threats back in the day?
White dual threats.
yeah,
That's true.
respectfully.
Look at the ref. He's amazed. He like, man, I wish I could run like that. Like he's looking at his butt.
Oh my goodness.
Respectfully.
All right,
Respectful.
and to the next versus Drake.
Okay. Well, this one was a tie, so I guess I'll be the tiebreaker here. As a tiebreaker, I'm going strictly with the numbers because everybody has great arguments. Strictly with the numbers. So based off numbers, I gotta go with Joe Montana. Joe Montana's record playoff is 16-7. Peyton Manning's 14-13.
Dang. Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Joe was better in the playoffs, and then when he came,
Joe Montana's rushing was 1676. Peyton's was 667.
Well, and to your point,
Let me
To
tell
your
you something.
point-
That man never left the pocket. Jesus. Out of 16, he was in the league for like what, 13, 14, 15 season?
yeah.
Yep.
Jesus. And never left that pocket.
So Peyton Manning had a longer span, but I think Joe Montana had a bigger impact.
Talk about being grounded.
So, all right. Well, moving on to the next one.
Next one. What we got, Norm? What we got?
All right, moving on. Quickly moving on. We're gonna switch it up and go from the quarterback and go to Bo knows.
Oh.
So you got Bo, Barry Sanders.
Wow.
You a job turkey. You are a job turkey.
Hey man, we gonna make it fun today. We gonna spin it up. So
Wow.
Darrell, does Bo know? Or you going with Sanders?
Gosh. Wow. Bo was probably, in my opinion, he's probably the greatest athlete of all time.
Look at his calves.
I mean, I have to go with Bo. I mean, how many sports did he play? What? Football, baseball. Wasn't it something else he played?
Uh,
Did he kill in track as well?
I think he did. Yeah, he played track.
And they wasn't really recording the times back in the day. He rumor is he ran sub 4.3. I'm going to go with Bo. Bo, like I say, he's the greatest athlete. He could outrun you, run you over. He could do everything Barry could do and more.
That's a good
To
point.
me, Barry is mostly finesse. Bo had it all.
Okay.
I gotta go with Bo.
All right, Dre. You got Bo Jackson, Barry Sanders.
So I got Barry Sanders' mutt card before I got Bo's. So I'm gonna go with Barry at Madden. 99 gold. Bo's didn't come until Jesus, it took forever to get his card. So, but no, as a Detroit fan, back way when I was a kid, I got a chance to actually see Barry Sanders in person, and my goodness, this man was a ballerina on the field. From cuts to jukes, sometimes even trucking. Beautiful to watch. Bo is a freak of nature. It's unfair, but Barry Sanders did it all with what he had going on. So I'm going with Barry Sanders.
All right. Pastor B?
I'm about to do something that might cause a streak of lightning to happen in my neck of the woods, but I'm going to agree with Dre.
No.
And I'm gonna go with Barry Sanders as well. I mean, he definitely was, one of the greatest running backs of all time, in my opinion. I think he had multiple rushing titles, so I'm gonna go with Barry Sanders. I will, however, agree with Darrell, which I've been doing most of the night. That Bo Jackson was for certain one of the greatest to ever do it. And an incredible athlete and versatile in several sports, etc. So maybe I will again agree with Dre and say this is kind of unfair. This whole versus.
You can't say the versus is unfair, man. It's the versus. Ain't no fairness.
I'm going with Barry Sanders.
All right. Well, Jay, it's on you again, brother. State champion.
Yeah, bring that glitter out again. And,
Bring it out again for you. There you go. These are my two favorite running backs of all time. Being a running back growing up, but I gotta go with Bo, man. Bo is just a freaking nature, bro. Like, I mean, y'all hit the points already. I mean, especially Darrell. He was an all-around athlete and good at every sport that he did. And he was just a monster on the football field. You know how fast you got it. He was so fast, he literally ran himself out of football. He injured himself running that fast. You know what I'm saying? He was, if he never would have had that injury, to me, I believe he easily would have been the greatest running back to ever play the game over Walter Payton and Barry and Emmett and all them. Without a doubt, he would have had all the rushing records, the touchdowns, all of that, But so I'm going with Bo. And his strength was, he played baseball. He broke a bat on his head. You know how strong you have to be to break a bat on top of your head? So I'm going with Bo. He was just a freaking nature, man. His highlights are still crazy to this day.
I just want to say, I did not know that breaking a bat on your head was a qualifier to being a great running back. That's all I want to say.
That's part of that freaking nature, man.
That's all I want to say.
That's part of that freaking nature.
That's crazy.
It was a 4.13 that they say he ran at the 86 combine.
Wow.
A 4.1.
That's crazy.
That's insane. Crazy. For his size too, running a 4.1. That's wild.
Sounds like you got to break another tie, Norm.
Whew, this is hard. When I put this together, I made it hard, and they're thinking that I wouldn't have to be a part of this. But you know what? Jesus. Help me, Lord. Okay.
You from Detroit. You from Detroit.
I am from Detroit. And I met Barry Sanders as well back years ago when I worked at Best Buy. He came through. My man, calves and thighs like giant trees, man. It was crazy.
Wow.
But I got to go with Bo. As much as I love Barry Sanders, I love him.
That's fair.
And I wish the Lions did him right, but they kept letting him get hit so much. He figured I would quit playing because I'm tired of getting hit.
Right.
Because the Lions wouldn't defend him. I got to go with Bo. I mean, he was a monster, man. And
2 careers that ended way too soon.
Way too soon.
Very, 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 very true. Very true. So, but I know we about 45 minutes in. Jay, do I got time for a speed round or we good? You tell me.
Speed round. Yeah, we got time for a speed round before we got to get out of here.
I know we got to get out of here. It's the very last one, super speed. It's just going to be just like we did last time. Just say, you ain't got to defend it. Just say what you want to do. Which one works for you. So here we go. If I can find it. Where is it? Okay, there we go. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So take a minute.
God.
I don't need a minute. I don't even need a second or a
I don't need
millisecond.
any seconds. None.
Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. So between the Patriots and the Cowboys,
The Patriots.
Do we really have to pick?
I mean, why not? It's speed round. Okay.
You
real
having
quick.
a hard time with this, Darrell?
I mean, I hate both these teams, so yes.
Well,
Which one do you hate the most?
agree. Which
Okay.
one do you hate less?
If I'm picking which one I hate less, I have to pick the Cowboys.
Okay. Darrell hates the Cowboys less.
You hate
Interesting.
the Cowboys. You hate the Patriots more than the Cowboys?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I am too. I am too. You got some
Okay.
real unforgiveness in your heart.
Yeah.
What did Patriots ever do to you?
Hey, I don't know. It's just
Something about them
Yeah.
Patriots, man. It's just something about them Patriots.
I mean, what, did
it's
they
just
win too
something
much?
about 'em. Huh?
They win too much?
I mean, I guess I don't know if it's the winning. It's the way they went about winning
Oh,
too
God.
much.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Real, are you saying they're the Alabama of the NFL? They just win a lot and just keep on winning.
I mean,
Jay,
I
are you
can't-
a
it's
Cowboys
hard-
fan?
Huh?
Huh?
Jay, are you a Cowboys fan?
Absolutely not. I'm going with the Patriots, bro. I can't stand the Cowboys, bro. I hate the Cowboys with a passion.
Darrell's pick is purely unforgiveness.
I can't stand it.
It's purely
I don't even
hate.
like the I don't even like the Patriots, but it's something about them Cowboys, bro. I cannot stand. I don't know if it's them or if it's the fan base. I don't know, but I can't stand it.
Well, don't blame the fan base now.
I'm gonna say both fan bases are horrible.
They are. They're horrible.
Well, neither one of these fan bases is worse than the Packers fan base. I mean, fan bases, you can't add them.
Yeah, I mean, I give you that. The Packers fan base is just
Is,
bottom
yeah.
tier. But
And once again, we are not all in the same group. There are subsets of us. So,
Nah. You say not all Packers fans are the same, Brian?
no, we are not created equal.
Oh, okay, all right. So what are the tiers? I'm just curious.
There are the extremers.
Which is like Philly.
Those are the ones who go to every game with their shirts off in sub-zero temperatures and wear cheese hats. And then there are moderates, and the moderates are they'll wear a cheese hat, and they just gonna be diehard Packer fans. And then you got the low tiers. Those are the people who are only Packers fans when they like the quarterback. So we lost a lot of fans when Aaron Rodgers. So a lot of Packers fans will be Jets fans this year, and we appreciate them leaving and going wherever.
Because they were fake anyway, Brian.
Yeah,
they were fake anyway.
I live in the moderates.
Y'all lost a lot of those fans with Devontae Adams too.
That is very, very true.
That's very true.
I was a moderate that was almost gone too when Adams left. I was like,
Or when they let him go, because I don't think he
Yeah.
left. I think they
That
just
is-
let him go.
yeah,
Wow.
I was not happy.
Oh,
about
dang.
that.
Brian, you got some hatred in your heart
Yeah,
about that one.
Yikes. Are you a moderate or are you extreme?
I'm a moderate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Like,
I
you
ain't
gotta think
going
about that. Like,
because
you
I
might have some
ain't
extreme tendencies.
because I ain't going outside in no
Sub-zero weather.
Sub-zero weather with no
Well.
t-shirt.
Yeah, but I'm going with Patriots. I hate Dallas. I can't stand Dallas.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
Jay hates Dallas. Darrell
Yeah.
hates
It is.
the
Hate the
Patriots.
Patriots.
A lot of hate in this chat. In
Dre,
this,
who do you hate less?
who do I hate? I don't hate neither one of them. I just think the Patriots as a overall better team,
Okay.
Agreed.
better
Okay,
organization.
and Brian's with okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I don't like
absolutely.
I don't like
It's-
either one of these
it's-
teams personally.
It's
So.
And
Patriots
you-
over Cowboys any day for me.
Jesus.
Yeesh.
And the Patriots has a way better owner.
Mm.
Oh, don't get started on that. That's a whole different.
That's a whole different conversation, brother.
That's
I
a
wouldn't
whole
say
different
way, I
conversation.
wouldn't say way better.
Them boys.
All right, it's time to go to the next one.
I'm just saying.
It's not Darrell. He on
One
some
has a
blasphemy.
recent court case. You know,
That is true. Crap.
that kind of Kraft has kind of some shaky things this past couple of years. So
And
But
Jones is Emperor Palpatine of that whole group. He's just pure
but
evil, bro.
That's terrible.
Kraft hangs with the hood. Jerry takes from the hood. It's a difference. It's
I'm
levels to
done,
this.
man.
Oh my goodness,
Jesus.
man.
That's wild,
Hey, listen.
man.
Oh my goodness. Hey, listen, man. We hope everyone that is watching tonight, man, make sure you put your favorite teams in the chat. Who do you agree with, man, during our versus battles? Put your favorite players in there. Remember to subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, our Apple Podcasts, Google, and Spotify podcasts. Once again, we are the Church Nerds. I'm Jay Baldwin, Norman Heath, Darrell Walls, Pastor B, and Andre Buford.
Really?
We'll see y'all next time on the Church Nerds podcast. See ya.
nobody believes in Jordan Love. Come on.